Just spent $2,400 in 60 days testing every pair of wireless earbuds that matters right now. Here's what nobody's saying out loud. The earbud market in 2026 is absolutely brutal, and the winners aren't who you think they are. Most people walk into a store, see the Apple logo, hand over $249, and never question whether they just made a terrible financial decision. Today, we're questioning everything. I tested each pair on planes, in coffee shops, at the gym, on crowded city streets, and during 8-hour work-from-home sessions. I stress-tested call quality, active noise cancellation, battery life, and fit. And I came up with a ranking that's going to upset some people and save a lot of others hundreds of dollars. Let's get into it. Number 5. EarFun Air Pro 4, $79. Let's start with the pair that has absolutely no business being this good for this price. The EarFun Air Pro 4 at $79 is the kind of product that makes you genuinely angry at every other company on this list for charging what they charge. You're getting 11mm composite drivers that deliver a soundstage so wide and detailed, it sounds like the engineers stole technology from a product 3 times the price. The bass hits hard without bleeding into the mids. The highs are crisp without being fatiguing. I listened to a Kendrick Lamar track on these, and then immediately switched to a $300 competitor. The gap was much smaller than it had any right to be. The active noise cancellation uses a 6-microphone array with adaptive hybrid ANC. On a flight from New York to LA, engine noise dropped to a whisper. Not silence, that's important to say, but a whisper. For $79, that's remarkable engineering. Battery life is a genuine strength here. You're getting 11 hours on a single charge with the ANC off, 9 hours with it on, and the case adds another 43 hours of total playback. That's more than enough for a full week of commuting without touching a charging cable. But here's the reality check. The fit is polarizing. The ear tips seal well for most people, but if you have an unusual ear canal shape, you're going to fight these for the first 2 weeks. The companion app exists, but it feels like it was built in a weekend. The equalizer options are limited, the interface is clunky, and the touch controls occasionally misfire. I accidentally skipped 3 songs during a workout because my ear grazed my hoodie. At $79, these are the move if you want serious audio performance on a real budget. But if you spend 8 hours a day in calls or need rock-solid fit for intense workouts, keep reading because there are better options above. Number 4. Noisemaster Buds with Bose Sound, $149. This is where things get interesting. The Noisemaster Buds aren't made by Bose, but they're tuned with Bose acoustic technology, and that distinction matters enormously. Bose has spent decades perfecting how sound interacts with the human ear canal. That research is embedded in these earbuds, and you can hear it immediately. The mid-range clarity on these is the best I tested in this entire price range. Voices in podcasts, dialogue in movies, vocals in music. Everything sounds like it was mixed specifically for your ears. If you spend most of your listening time on spoken word content, calls, or acoustic music, the Noisemaster Buds will feel like an unfair advantage. The ANC performance is where the Bose heritage really shows up. The algorithm is remarkably sophisticated at separating human voice frequencies from background noise. In a coffee shop environment, which is the hardest ANC test because the noise is inconsistent and unpredictable, these outperformed earbuds costing $100 more. I was able to take a 45-minute work call in a packed Starbucks, and nobody on the other end heard a single coffee grinder. The battery story is solid, 8 hours per charge, 32 hours total with the case, and a 15-minute quick charge gives you 3 hours of playback. The physical button controls feel premium in a market flooded with finicky touch surfaces. Here's the catch. The bass response is deliberately restrained. If you're a hip-hop or EDM listener who needs that physical thump in your chest, these will feel lean and analytical in a way that might frustrate you. The fit is on the larger side, which creates a better seal for ANC, but means they're not ideal for sleeping or any activity where you're lying down. At $149, these punch significantly above their weight class. The Bose Acoustic DNA makes them a genuine contender against products costing $100 more. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, $199. Samsung has been quietly perfecting their earbud formula for years, and the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro is the version where everything finally clicked into place. The blade design is either going to make you love or hate how these look, but functionally, it's brilliant. The blade creates a natural anchor point in your ear that makes these the most stable earbuds I tested during exercise. I ran 6 miles in these. Not once did I reach up to adjust them. That's not a small thing. That's the difference between earbuds you actually use at the gym and earbuds that sit in your drawer. Sound quality benefits from Samsung's two-way speaker system pairing a woofer and a tweeter in a single housing. The result is a fuller, more layered sound than most single-driver competitors. Classical music sounds genuinely expansive. Action movie soundtracks sound cinematic. The 360 audio spatial feature with head tracking is legitimately impressive for content consumption. Movies feel immersive in a way that most earbuds can't replicate. The ANC adapts in real time to your environment, constantly recalibrating. Most ANC systems set a static cancellation level and hold it. Galaxy Buds 3 Pro monitors ambient noise 240 times per second and adjusts accordingly. In practical terms, this means you never get that sudden pressure change feeling when a loud noise hits unexpectedly. The Galaxy AI features are worth mentioning. Real-time translation works surprisingly well for common language pairs. Live Translate turned a conversation with a French-speaking passenger on my flight into something actually comprehensible. The limitation? Deep Samsung ecosystem integration means Android users, especially Galaxy phone owners, get the full experience, while iPhone users get a stripped-down version with limited app functionality. Battery life at 6 hours active is the shortest on this list, and the case only adds 21 hours total. Power users will need to charge daily. At $199, these are the right answer if you're Android native and want the best possible integration with your device. Number 2. Apple AirPods Pro 2, $249. Here's what I'll say about Apple and mean genuinely. They have figured out the software and hardware integration puzzle in a way nobody else has come close to matching. The H2 chip processes ANC and transparency mode in real time with a sophistication that every competitor is chasing. The adaptive transparency mode, the feature that lets environmental sound in while filtering out dangerous frequencies like construction noise or sirens, is the single best implementation of its kind in any earbud, at any price. I was cycling in the city and heard every car approaching clearly while still enjoying my music at a comfortable volume. That's a safety feature disguised as a convenience feature, and it's genuinely life-changing. Personalized spatial audio with head tracking makes movie watching feel dimensional in a way that competing products approximate but don't replicate. The custom-fit ear tip test is a brilliant piece of software that ensures proper seal in 30 seconds. Call quality is the best on this list, consistently, not occasionally. The conversation awareness feature detects when you start talking and automatically lowers your music while boosting voices around you. It sounds minor. It's actually something you miss desperately on every other pair of earbuds once you've used it. Battery life at 6 hours is modest, but the case extends total to 30 hours. And the MagSafe charging is seamlessly convenient if you're already in the Apple ecosystem. The brutal truth: if you're on Android, buy something else on this list. The AirPods Pro 2 are a significantly worse product without an iPhone. And at $249, you're paying partly for ecosystem integration, not just hardware. Number 1. Sony WF-1000XM6, $279. And here it is. The reason I needed 60 days and $2,400 to tell you this confidently: the Sony WF-1000XM6 is the best wireless earbuds you can buy right now, full stop. The Auto NC Optimizer scans your ear canal shape, your jaw structure, your wearing position, and the ambient environment simultaneously, and customizes noise cancellation specifically to you within seconds of putting them in. This isn't marketing language. I tested these on a construction site next to a jackhammer. I heard nothing. Genuinely nothing. That's the most impressive single moment I experienced across 60 days of testing. Sony's V2 processor paired with the QN2E chip delivers a sound profile that's detailed, accurate, and emotionally engaging in a way that technical specs can't capture. Every genre, jazz, electronic, hip-hop, classical, sounds like it was mixed for these drivers specifically. The Speak to Chat feature detects when you start talking and pauses your audio instantly with zero manual input. Battery life hits 9 hours on a single charge with ANC on, and the case adds 27 hours. A 3-minute charge gives you 90 minutes of playback. These are the most powerful earbuds on this list with the longest effective battery life during active use. The single con: the case is larger and less pocket-friendly than competitors. That's the trade-off Sony made for battery capacity. And for most use cases, it's the right trade. At $279, just $30 more than Apple. The Sony WF-1000XM6 wins on ANC, sound quality, and cross-platform versatility. These work equally well with iPhone and Android. Apple can't say that.